Hey everyone, Arkin over here.
And Focus Heal.
Getting back to let's play this game. Look out! Oh yeah, look outside the window. The Undying Flames are all gone, I'm sure. Is what we're trying to see. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw something I didn't think was possible. The wall of Undying Flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now is endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. Guess this is what it has always looked like out here, but it feels strange. Is this really how it ends? Did we really lose to the invaders? Ugh, if we'd just seen through that traitor's true nature sooner. We never could have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes. I did. What about the invaders all out of tech? Is that still happening? I wonder. Our mission's already failed after all. At the very least, the enemy no longer has any reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. They do, though, because, well, no, they're not going to absorb me anyway. Except to come and finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. I thought it was pretty fun, although it wasn't the kind of killing game I was hoping for. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They've really abandoned us. Why would they rescue people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and important to just be thrown away. Someday the Osazuki family will crush all of humanity. Knock it off. You sound like Eito. So now what do we do? Now what? There's nothing left to do here, but there's no reason to leave either. Are we going to stay until day 100 at least? I think so. There's nowhere else for a roach-headed, sunken-faced freak like me to go. We've played the game this far. It wouldn't hurt to see the ending on the final day, right? We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. I'm feeling it all over again. The total loss of everything I hold dear. Oh, so... When I woke up the next day, I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed. Emptiness, helplessness, these emotions still overwhelm me. Losing Kadoa and Nozomi, being betrayed by Eito, I had nothing, not a place to return to, nor anything I could do about any of it. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly as I let my body sink into the bed, and I kept sinking deeper and deeper. It wasn't even morning when suddenly it happened. His room looks different. His fan's not going. What? My body? I didn't know what was causing it, but something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy. Throughout my whole body, I felt warm. No, hot. Abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me I have rejection symptoms. Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come for me? Maybe this is what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do anything for the baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. As I moaned from the intense heat running through my body, I finally stopped resisting it. Soon I lost consciousness, as if the heat was swallowing me whole. So like my body, all the time, forever. How much time had passed after that? Minutes? Hours? Longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. The vicious heat assaulting my body did not subside. It only grew in intensity. The heat woke me from my sleep. It was so hot I felt like I was being burned from the inside out. What is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body's on fire. It's not rejection, is it? It feels like something more. Yeah. Immediately my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. And not just any flames. They were undying flames? I was enveloped in undying flames. They were emanating from inside of me. I let out a scream, and then something even stranger happened. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass that began to writhe in front of me before forming into another shape. And just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
You. How are you?
Poor writing, that's how.
How am I still alive? Unfortunately, I'm not. My real body is long dead. Killed by Eito.
Then... what is this?
The last of my consciousness. Remaining in the cryptoglobin. Something like an echo. That's all I am now.
An echo?
I don't understand it myself. The power of Cryptoglobin is truly mysterious, but I'm glad this has happened. I really wanted to talk to you one last time.
It's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it, to feel nothing about your own death? I'm not even sure that I was ever truly alive in the first place. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, but I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother or father, or the place or date I was born. Nothing at all? What did my real body look like to you? A newborn baby? You didn't just look like one, you clearly were one. But several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. What? As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body was incapable of growing physically. It was unable to endure the sheer might of my cryptoglobin. The ultra-great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. It's ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Please, even if you can't tell me everything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I'm not sure what this power really is. So you've been left in the dark, too. I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. I still don't know why that is, either. So in the end, not a soul here was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy, or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone close to me. Not when I could have lost control over my power at any moment. Suri was the only person I ever spoke to. He looked after me ever since I was young. Really? Him? Yes, he raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? It doesn't matter with my body the way it was. I was in no position to resist. I had to cooperate with the mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I never once considered what it was that I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Huh? Suri told me on the first day when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious, I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind Suri's back, of course. If he'd found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. And then you found me. Yes, you mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No, I realized that it was a natural response, considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars, but Suri suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was even more curious what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in this form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions, when I had something I really needed to tell you. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I must have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside all of you, as a friend. As a friend. All of this was very strange to me as well. I had no idea where those feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us. The people who were constantly bickering and never sticking together. True as that may be, the sight of all of you working so hard to stay alive was beautiful to someone living with no meaning, like me.
Hey!
But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. It's easy to blame it all on Ato's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. We were sloppy from the start, about fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind as when I got dragged into this, fighting without resolve or conviction. And as a result, I lost everything. My comrades, and someone very dear to me, too. So you have regret? You bet I do. I'm full of regret. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if I could have done more. If I'd just done better, maybe I could have saved Nozomi, saved Kadoa. I know regret won't do anything, but I can't get it out of my head. Even Ato was able to do all this because of me. Do you want to redo the past? Huh? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll ever give you, and it's the most important of all. Oh. What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Ato, all of my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him. I watched your battle from inside of him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Ato's specialist skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Ato's specialist skill underwent, I suppose you'd call it an evolution. See, our specialist skills are actual canon. It sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. It must have been the effect of my cryptoglobin. It seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And now, by way of Ato, that cryptoglobin resides in you. Your specialist skill, which allows you to redo things, should have also evolved to its highest level. Yeah. So it was canon that we could redo shit.
Yeah.
If you used that power, you would be able to return further back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. Back to the beginning? You're telling me I can do all 100 days over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside of you. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally, you'd be the only one going back. You'd have to part ways with everyone. Huh? What would happen to the others? Would they all have to keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as a part of a parallel world, or they might vanish the moment you redo things. I can't tell you anything for certain. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of absolute truths of the world. There's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. Even on the cryptoglobin, nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with risks, at the very least. And it will also mean that you'll have to fight all your battles again. You'll have to fight this cruel war all over again, from the start. The outcome may not necessarily be positive. In fact, it could end worse than it is now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, then you have to try using that power. You should try to redo the past.
It's your decision to make. You should choose what you think is the correct path.
He's telling us we can go back in time and do things differently, is what we're telling about.
You should press forward and trust in your decision.
Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I've already vanished. The fact that I'm here in this way is one more miracle brought about by cryptoglobin. So I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. Could you tell me one last thing before you go? You were nameless. You had no roots. You were incapable of living on your own, treated like a weapon and then killed.
Hey!
Do you want to relive that life? I wonder. Maybe it's not worth reliving. But I am what I am, so I don't think anything will ever change. But if I could, there is something I'd like to do. What's that?
Next time, I want to befriend all of you. I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can to live.
We'll see, we'll see. Leaving those words behind like flames slowly converging, the ghost boy vanished. Day 99. It's a good game, Brian. It's a good game. There are no announcements playing anymore. I woke on day 99 in an eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. I couldn't get the conversation from last night out of my head. I can redo the past. But I'm the only one who can do it. I don't know what will happen to the others. And I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check in on them. No, why can't everybody be in one spot? Are we truly going to rot away along with the Earth? Will we never see anyone from the complex again? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kyoshika? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it, by all means, I'd do it over again. We'd be certain to win our fights against the invaders the second time around.
Huh?
But even if we win, we still die, correct? Then maybe it's better this way?
No! 'Tis better to die a warrior rather than live meaninglessly. Isn't it?
No.
I don't know anymore.
There's nothing honorable about dying. No matter how you die. Hey, tomatoes. Why? Why do things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, hypothetically speaking. Would you do it all over again? Huh? What kind of juvenile question is that? But if I could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights, we'd survive without a single casualty.
In the name of the Osuzuki family, I'd forcibly wrench a happy ending out of the hands of fate.
Good for you. Stupid eye is doing the eye thing. What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point, but what do we do now? Is nobody going to come for us? Am I never going to see my family again? Do I just have to stay here until Earth is destroyed? Would you do it all over again? If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over.
If we're doomed to die, even if we win in the end, I'm done. I don't want to fight anymore.
Fair enough. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we managed to live. But on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. What kind of ending is this, ultimately? Seriously, what an adorable question. I think I'd refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo.
It's more likely our time here was fated to end up this way from the start.
True enough. Truer words. I know I'd be better off dead anyway, but I really wish I could have been useful somehow. Then Leo could have been proud of me, but I wasn't able to make even that happen. I wonder, someone like me would probably only end up with the same pathetic outcome as this time. A waste of space is still a waste of space, no matter how many times he does
Sorry
something.
for my devastatingly boring answer. I can hardly think anymore.
Yeah, this is a bad end. Oh. Tomorrow is day 100. I can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so damn miserable. Huh? What you say? You kidding? Of course I'd do it all over again. And this time I'd beat the supreme dickhead and Ato into a bloody pulp. Because that would be way too many Steam achievements. There's 100 endings in this game.
But I can't do shit. So it's all just empty words at this point.
Hey, isn't anyone going to come from the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just going to leave us here to die? What are we supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there, too. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, guys? Why would I fight again? Huh? Why would I fight again? Who'd ever want that? Oh, but if I did it over again, maybe we could have negotiated with Siri and got him to let us live. There's no sense in thinking about this. It's not like it's possible
My
anyway.
whole life's nothing but rotten luck. I want to redo my whole existence.
Too bad. What am I supposed to do now? Just wait for the Earth to be destroyed? Huh? If I could redo it? I would. I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice was to die in the end, I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother.
I know that's not possible. He's already dead.
Imaimo shinderu. What the fuck did you say? Yata ta 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 yata ta 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 yata yata. What the fuck? Fucking. I still can't get your reaction in my head when I fucking Imaimo shinderu to my Google, and Google's just like yata ta 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 yata ta ta yata, and she's all like, "What the fuck did you say?" It was great. Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight the rest of the invaders. Oh, I know. Let's all kill each other and all out brawl until only one of us is left. So I think each character would have like several different endings tied to them.
Yeah, probably. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because I do know there is a killing game route.
Oh.
Nah, sounds like way too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending
This
anyway.
ending's more fitting for someone like me. One where everything is perfectly unsatisfying.
I like her voice. Guess I've talked to everyone right now. I should probably head back to my room and then... Space time, rewind. Even after I got back to my room, I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated, and before I knew it, night had fallen. Night had fallen.
Good night.
This is supposed to be my last night at Last Defense Academy. Not that it really matters now. He is talking about that, yeah. So, the creator of this game is talking about adding, like, more and more and more ending routes and DLC.
Gee, what? No! There's already so many.
There is 100 of them. Day 100, the day we've been striving for, is coming tomorrow. But this ending is a far cry from what any of us had hoped for. I fought here in order to see the person dearest to me once again. To go back to Katawa, but I let her die. My Katawa is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozomi Kirifuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I'd been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel the same about Ima and Hiroko, and about not seeing Eito's betrayal coming. I regret everything, and it's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much that I don't understand.
I know. Even though we talked.
Yeah, like why her memories went whoa, blah, blah, blah. Why did Katawa show up like that? What happened to her? And then there's Eito's final words to me.
Right. That's what you think the truth is.
Yep. Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? But if I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Will I fight again? Will we go to war again? Is that the correct path for me to take? I spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then... Day 100. We finally made it to day 100. Dawn of the final day. The day the Undying Flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. The day we'd put a stop to world death by burning all of the invaders to ash, taking us with them. The day that all of humanity up on that satellite has been waiting for, but now...
Ah.
Huh? Someone's here? It's Eito, somehow. As I opened the door, a panicked voice greeted me. Takumi, something crazy's happened. Come right away. What is it? What happened? Just get to the war room. Everyone's already there. Oh, come on. After that one-sided conversation, Tsubasa ran off. What was that all about? It couldn't be the invaders, could it? Did they come for their final all-out attack? If they are here, what do we do? Fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. I'd better hurry. Here we go.
Oh, there wouldn't be a Revito-O-Matic.
Yeah, there's no power here. It doesn't matter if we're gonna either die to starvation or die here. Wait.
Oh, what?
Huh? There's power?
Ah.
Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? No, it wasn't me. This morning, I was walking around the school and noticed the lights had come back on in here. It's only in this room, though. Everything else is still out of order. Is that why you brought us here? That's right. I called everyone here after I heard the news from Kako.
Hey!
You scared the piss out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. I took a look outside, but there are no signs of any enemies approaching. Is the final all-out attack not happening anymore? From the invaders' perspective, there isn't much reason to attack this place anymore. If they had any guts, they'd come after us, but I guess this is what you'd expect from the minions left after the big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? And why is Kurara voluntarily not wearing her mask? The Undying Flames are powering the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source? So it just automatically went live? Why now? By the way, has anyone seen Lady Kurara? I wonder what happened with her. I'm over here. But don't look, it's embarrassing. What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly I was in a hurry to leave, then I stepped on my mask and tore it. I'm right in the middle of fixing it. Don't look, any of you. That just makes me want to stare harder. I love teasing cute girls. Me too.
Huh?
Stop it, Dotomi. This isn't the time for that.
Yeah, not the time.
Then something new happened. Strange music suddenly started blasting through the speakers. Whoa. What the? I think I know what this is. Listen, it's the music they play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to a graduation, though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. But why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takamaru's question.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin.
Huh?
Last Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
The fuck? Attack mode? What's going on? What exactly is about to begin? Wait, be quiet. Do you hear that? Oh, what are you? We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us. Sure enough. He's right. I hear something. It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere. Something is running?
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 600 seconds.
Oh, it's gonna... In 10 minutes, it's shooting off all the missiles.
Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate?
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch
So they
in
weren't gonna leave us here to die.
590 seconds.
Why would they tell us to evacuate to the schoolyard?
Special Defense Unit members.
Evacuate? Why? Normally you only tell people to evacuate to get to safety.
No.
What?
If they were evacuating to send people to the schoolyard and they're supposed to be sending missiles of undying flames, we would just be outside to get eaten up with the rest of it.
I mean, we'd get eaten up in here anyway from them.
That's true too.
So maybe there's pods in the schoolyard that'll take us away. It's telling us to go to the schoolyard. What do we do? Obviously, we gotta go. Let's find out what the hell's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. I didn't want any sunlight today. This is seriously depressing. Bewildered, we all started to run to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mask. Alright, but hurry. Here we are in the schoolyard. I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about attack mode, but I don't... Oh, everyone there, look over there. Tsubasa pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Whoa! What are those?
Turrets, it seems. For the missiles. Is this what it meant by attack mode?
Yes.
Was the plan to firebomb the entire planet using those turrets?
Yes.
With the missiles filled with undying flames.
Yes. They're gonna launch the missiles from there and wipe out all the invaders on Earth, huh? They look so sinister. But nothing's gonna happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them, after all. Just then the announcer rang out all around us again.
An omnidirectional. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
The intercept system?
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the
They weren't gonna let
schoolyard
us die here.
immediately.
I mean... Ato's the one who said that they would just leave us here to die. He's the one who said that was a terrifying possibility of us just being here to die.
Huh.
So, we were going to go home on day 100. Escape pod. So we weren't going to be sitting here to die.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
We're going back.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Escape pod?
Please the party
Is that for getting us out of
board
here?
the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Does this mean if we board this escape pod, we can get to the artificial satellite? Then we were actually going to go home from the very start? They had a way for us to get out. We weren't going to be abandoned. Hey, what is that? What's happening? Lady Kurata, you managed to fix your mask. Enough about my mask, you dullard. What the hell is that thing? An escape pod, apparently. It looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. So we don't have to stay here? Freaking sweet. We're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, Ragboy? If we'd known this was coming, we'd never have agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi and Ima sacrifices for? Because you didn't... You You didn't trust Nozomi, you trusted Ato, who said, let's trust the commander. She's right, the whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. If we just trusted in humanity and fought until the end like Nozomi said, maybe then the mission would have been a success, and we wouldn't have lost her. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along, but we messed it up. Kurara's right. We should have believed Nozomi. We made the wrong choice, and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions. But then you think about it, aren't the people on the satellite to blame for keeping us in the dark? If they just told us about the escape pod from the start, this never would have happened. They
also
did. Sirei said, you're gonna go home after 100 days. They did. You didn't believe them. Yeah, you got a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us, even if they wanted to. Who cares about any of that? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. That's why Nozomi and Ima are dead. What a tragic end to our tale. I wish we could do it all over again. Huh? If we could go back in time and do it over again, we wouldn't make the same mistakes again. We could do it right and get our happy ending. Whoever developed the game of life is a real scumbag for not giving us any retries. If we could redo things, if we could go back to the past. We stood there in silence until eventually.
60 seconds until the omnidirectional attack.
Hey, we've only got 60 seconds left. Not like we got any reason to rush. Nothing's gonna happen.
30 seconds remaining.
We stood in silence listening to the countdown ring out.
20 seconds.
This countdown represents a future that we were unable to reach. The moment the world was meant to end. The moment a new world was meant to begin.
10 seconds remaining.
The long, arduous battle we'd fought in order to reach that future.
5 seconds.
It was all meaningless in the end.
3, 2, 1.
Our war ended not with a bang, but a whimper.
Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack. Error. A catastrophic...
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a disgrace to the Osazuki game. What do we do now? What else? Our only option is to hop in the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. That's right, there's nothing left here except invaders. No point in sticking around. Guess Earth is gonna get destroyed by world death eventually. I want to fly in a rocket. The last one never even left the ground. But how could we possibly face everybody on the satellite? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? We'll have to bow our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until they're all scraped up. But we tried, right? We risked our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a damn thing if we didn't produce results. I absentmindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is this really the ending we want? It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. It's time to save the game and choose the let's just leave path. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust in my decision. And in order to make that happen... Decision time! Choose your destiny. It's my future.
We don't trust Ito around these parts. No, we don't.
Never did. I literally said I wanted him to die.
Literally, when at the beginning, when he left, he was like, "Oh, we just let him die then," because he was like, "He's not gonna help us fight anyway." So what's the point?
Yeah. Is this okay? Can I really let things end this way? No, it can't end like this. I don't want it to. Come on, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that wasn't one of the endings. Damn.
No, you don't start getting the different route endings until the actual go back to the past.
Oh, I see.
So we have to go back to the past in order to start playing the game proper.
Okay.
We check that mark though.
I can't let things end like this.
You say something, Takumi? I can't let things end with all these regrets. I can't go into a future like this. I want a do-over. Takumi, guys, I might be able to save us. All of us here, all the people on the artificial satellite, even our friends who have died. What? What's going on?
Hey!
Everyone, I need you to hear me out. Determined, I began to explain what had happened to me. About my body feeling the effects of absorbing cryptoglobin from the Undying Flames boy. And what it was I was about to attempt. I told them everything. You mean freaking time travel? Back to the past. I can hardly believe it. Is cryptoglobin really that powerful? Yes. Flying on the wings of time would be a truly epoch-defining event. Chrono Trigger reference! Chrono Trigger reference! Because, so your time machine is basically your airship, and it's initially called the Wings of Time, but you get to name it, and its default name is the Epoch. Chrono Trigger reference! Best game ever! No. Who's ever heard of a killing game where they get to go back in time? Oh wait, there's actually a ton of them. Danganronpa reference. Danganronpa 2 reference. 999 reference. Zero Time Escape or Zero Time Dilemma reference. Virtue Last Reward reference. All of them reference. Daybreak 2. I referenced all of them. So you're saying you're considering using that power to go back in time? Yes, I want a do-over. I'll do whatever it takes to get back what we've lost. So I'm going to use cryptoglobin to go back in time, to change our outcome. But you're the only one who can go back, right? We really can't go with you? I want to help Ima too. I'm sorry, that won't be possible. So basically, you're the only one who gets to leave the present where everything's gone to shit. You're gonna abandon us failures here and do it all over again by yourself, huh? But if Takumi goes to the past and saves us, history will change and we'll be saved too, right? I guess it all depends on how the effects play out. The present might change the moment the past has changed, or history could branch off and this present would never change at all. Ultimately, both outcomes are just as armchair theories, so we'll never really know unless Takumi tries. Both of them sound pretty cool to me. If the writer's any good, they can make any outcome interesting. So there's no knowing what will happen to us here, including whether anything will change or not. I'm still confused. Can anyone explain it using a manga as a reference? Steins Gate. Have you ever read the one with the blue robot cat? Eden Zero.
Oh.
The one thing we know for sure is that Takumi is the only one who can redo the past. I know stuff. It's nothing useful, but I know it. That's not fair. You'll be the only one who gets to feel better. Basically, it means you're gonna abandon us. Knowing that, are you still gonna do it, even if you gotta discard the people you fought beside? Shouldn't you maybe rethink this? There's no reason to subject yourself to this war all over again. Just forget about it and come to the satellite with us. We can all live a nice, quiet life up there. Give it to us straight, Takumi. If I don't like your answer, I can't promise I'll be able to control myself. It's my life.
Oh, maybe we...
No, fine. Y'all are right. I'll stay here. We can all be miserable together. Some friends you are not wanting me to try and save you. No matter what I might try, tell himself. I can't. But thou must. But thou must.
I'm sorry. I have to go back, no matter what. I have to take back what this war took from me.
You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, I'm going back in time. We won't be going to the artificial satellite together. The person I cared about isn't waiting for me there anyway. I have no reason to go. I'm going to redo everything and get her back. That's why I'm going to fight again. I'm the ultimate simp through space-time. Looks like you ain't gonna listen to anything we have to say. In that case, go for it, man. If you're that determined, just do what you gotta do. And that means this is goodbye. Sorry, Takemaru. Takumi, you're really going to go? I wish I could join you. I'm sorry, Kako. Man, I don't get you at all. You gotta be crazy to want to fight again after everything we've been through. All I can say is, good luck. Thank you for spending all this time with a filth bag pig like me. Be well, Takumi. I don't really understand what's going on, but I bid you farewell. Sir Takumi, Godspeed. May you be victorious. This doesn't mean I forgive you. In fact, I'll hold this against you until I die. But if you're going to do this, make sure you do it right. Don't let Nozomi die this time. You were the first one to jump on her, Kurata. Of course. Bye-bye, Takumi, if you find yourself in a real killing game. Summon me into that timeline, isekai style.
Ah.
Then I guess we should get going. The remainder of humanity is waiting for us on the artificial satellite. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Takumi.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
And so, everybody except me stepped onto the escape pod. Nobody turned to look back at me or at the school. A short while after all of them had been boarded, yeah, Eito was the one who made all those claims about us being abandoned, possibly. He's the one who gaslit us to the fuck.
Yeah.
I hope they can at least find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risk their lives to save humanity. They have the right to live happy lives from here on. They should be rewarded even. I'm sure they'll be fine. Unlike me, they have people they love waiting for them up there. Oh, because, you know, fuck your mom, I guess. And as time goes on, they'll be able to find more people to kill. I'm sure they'll be able to live happily. It just won't be on Earth, that's all. Now then, I'd better get going. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to go back in time, though. Should I just activate my redo skill?
Nothing left to do but try.
Redo your 100 days. But do we get to at least stay as strong as we are? That's how we got here.
Takumi, hello? Say something if you're still there. We just got to the artificial satellite and it's awful.
Hey, asshole! Now's not the time for time travel.
No.
We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this? We...
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh no!
So we should have just went, but the game didn't let us go.
The past decides the future. The future decides the past.
Time to do it all over again. One more time. I will return to the past, as far back as the power of the Cryptoglobin will allow me to go. I'll redo everything from that point onward, so I can protect the one I care about the most.
So I can simp the hardest.
I'm sick of being full of regret. I'm going to choose my own future, and I'll fight all over again to make it happen. I'll fight the past with the future in my hands. I get to decide what the future will be now. I'll use my power to choose the ending I want.
Out of the 100 that are available.
The past and the future. It all starts now. Until the moment I die, I'll fight to live. This time, I have to press forward and trust in my decision.
How many days?
100.
Just wasn't even gonna enjoy the song with that.
Ghost Boy
Oh,
Blank.
redacted.
Ghost Boy Redacted. Oh!
Oh.
Those. Oh. I bet that's gonna be spoiler related shit for basic different endings.
Yeah, yeah. Damn. So we shouldn't have activated his power then.
Now we got second scenario coming. Looks like different routes. Please, YouTube, don't flag this for copyright.
Always.
Arranged by the Burning Deadwoods. Now the question is, how are we gonna do this? I don't think you'll ever do a 100 line 2. Especially since I think the studio that did this game is going under. Say, I know those 3 visual novel games, the 999 trilogy we're going to be playing soon?
Yeah.
One of the writers, like one of the main writers from that game actually wrote for this game too. Oh. So it's like a combo of the Danganronpa people and the Zero Escape people. Oh. So, like, it's actually crazy. Since Aniplex was part of this, Madoka Magica routes when. Like, we go into a timeline and it's Homura and witches and shit. So we have Takumi fighting Walpurgis with Homura and shit. That'd be pretty badass.
That would be cool.
To be continued. Right now.
Like, their transition is not good.
What do you mean?
It was so bad on the satellite, they felt the need to send the thing fucking back with the walkie-talkie thing.
And it came back really quickly, too. That's new. Did it always look like that? I don't know. But we're going to call the video here. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch, ArkNova3. And if you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support me bringing the best content that I can.
Till then.